Okay, now we're in the processing room where we're going to do our digital processing, and we have two ScanX machines. This one, as soon as you walk in from the radiology side, is the newer ScanX scanner. Okay, notice that here you see this is where you turn it on, you hold it down. Okay, the button next to it is an eraser that is built into the ScanX. Okay, when we first got our first machine, and I'll show you, it wasn't made to have the eraser already in here. When it's flashing, it means it's off. So if it's flashing, if you press this button and it's flashing, that means the eraser's off. That means it's not going to erase them. But you always want to erase them. So if I see it blinking, I'm going to switch it to make sure that it is erasing. So you don't want it blinking. You want it just like that, so it's on, okay? The other thing too is, let me kind of roll you over here to this one. Here is our other ScanX machine. You turn it on the same way. There's just one button here because there's not an eraser built into this. Okay, it came with, instead, basically this is a glorified view box. Okay, and there are, I'll show you this over here. What you would do is you would put your images in, and let me get an image so I can show you how you would put it in there. You would place your sensors. You would place your sensors in just like this. Okay? You don't want them like this because this is where the light's going to come out over here. So you don't want that facing, the black part facing the light. You want the white part of that sensor to hit the light, because this is where it's going to erase it. Okay? Light is going to erase it. That indicates that it's erasing. You can see how bright it is. It turns off right away. It'll turn off once it's finished, so you can leave it in there the entire time. When that stops, when that light goes off, it means it's already erased it. It's ready for the next person. If you fail to erase it, then the next person's going to have double exposure, and you don't want that. Okay? So moving right along, if you don't have your sheets that I put, your handouts that I posted on the ACEs, you're going to struggle with this part, okay? You're really going to struggle with it. What is very important, and let me see if I can do this where you guys can see, is, see if I can do this over here, okay? You already log on, tells you to log on to, I believe, Doctor. You choose your patient, you go to File. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. So you can actually see what I'm doing. You zoom in to patient. I couldn't find it there. You type in whoever you're looking for. Of course, I'm looking for Becky Hammond. Click on her name. Go to Use. Okay. And then you're going to go to Activities. And you're going to go to Imaging. Activities. Where's my imaging? Well, let me make sure where I am, because, okay, do as I say, not as I do. My goodness, what's going on with these computers? Okay, now you can see here we are in Becky's, there's her name, that's what I was looking for. Now you can go to Activities, now you can go to Imaging, okay, go to New ScanX images. Okay, this is where it's so very, very important, guys, that you choose the right mount that you need. If you don't choose the right mount that you need, you're going to just lose all your images. Okay, so for what I did one bite wing. Let's see if it even lets me. One PA. I'll just say I use one ScanX, 2 bite wing ScanX, or 2 bite wing Schick. Well, we're only using ScanX. I click on that, okay, and this is where, again, let's see. You have to highlight both of them. I only have one, okay? I only have one. So technically I don't need to highlight both of them. But if I were doing a full FMX, say I was doing a 20 or an 18, okay, then you would have to highlight all the ones you were using. And there is a button, let me see. You have to highlight every one you're doing. If not, if you only leave one highlighted, then what's going to happen is they're all going to be scanned into that one image. And all 20 or all 18 are going to be in one. So you'll be losing 17 images, which will mean your grade will only be counted for that one image. So very, very, very important. Okay, so I only did one, so I'm only going to highlight one. Okay, once I highlighted it, then I go to image, and I do acquire. Okay. These green lights here indicate that they're ready, that they're going to be ready to go. I leave it on intraoral standard. Okay. Now over here, I'm going to turn you to this part right here, because this is important. Okay. You click on Start over on the computer. Now you're going to hear it boot up. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Notice that these lit up green. Okay. These trays right here. Okay. Notice it has a big 2 on there. That means this is for, these plates are for sensors size 2. And right in here is where you drop it. Not behind, but right in here. Okay? And anywhere there's a green light is where you would drop it. Let me move back a little bit. Okay, wherever there's a green light is where you would drop it. Usually you would start 1, 2, 3, 4, and as you drop it in, it's going to change to like an orange color. That means it's scanning it, and you'll see it appear on the computer. Once it turns green again, then you can slide it in again. Okay, they'll fall through the bottom. They'll fall right here through the bottom and catch it. So you always want to make sure that's nice and clean, dust free. If it doesn't come out, then just run your fingers down here. It could have been that it got stuck. Okay. Notice that I'm not wearing gloves because there shouldn't be any saliva. Okay. I did have 2 images, 2 sensors in here, so I will go ahead and process them both so you can see one has an image and one doesn't. Again, notice that I'm putting it in, and once I put it in, see the colors changing? But I have to kind of tap it down to make sure it actually gets taken. Okay. Should fall to the bottom. But more importantly, I want you to see that over there it's now starting to scan through. and it's falling as it's scanning. Well, like I say, I got some overlapping. The other one hasn't come out because it was probably just didn't have anything on there. It was in there, so it was left in there. So, okay, it came out. I'll make sure, since it wasn't blinking, it's already erased. It's ready for the next person. Now I come over to the computer again. My image is now acquired. You want to click on Finished. Okay, since one of them had the image and one of them didn't, you know, that was the one that was blank. So here, as you can see, my mounting is wrong. So you would, what is it? Let me see, where's the rotate? Come up to Image and then go to Rotate. Okay, there's your image. See, my dot in the slot was in the wrong place, but then I just did it just to do it. Okay, then you would, it automatically saved into Becky's chart. Okay, if I go to New Exam, I can go to New Exam, or if I come to Exam by date, it should be, today is 2/7/11. I come there, and there's my PA. It's already saved, and then I could print, and we'll talk about that after. Okay.